you, David, anything about this because I know that Ron did have parts to do with this, but like how invested, like who was in the story? Because it's
He wasn't,
different from Maniac Mansion.
but yeah, I mean, in the original design doc, Ron was the one who pushed for an all hand for a meeting of all the other designers to brainstorm to see how we could do to make it funnier. The concept, because originally the concept wasn't anywhere as wacky as it ended up being, but the game, all the elements of the game were the same, with just the twist that where the main character became a tabloid news reporter instead of a mainstream news reporter. We changed his name from Jason to Zak McKracken, came up with the name of the game in that meeting, and it just kind of twisted it. So it was like it was all there, but just kind of gave it a little twist into crazy town, I guess. And that I give Ron credit for pushing for that. But as far as probably I can't remember now, but our offices were near each other, so often I would pop in and say, "Hey, I'm having an issue. What do you think?" So he might have been on call for bouncing ideas off of. Once Matthew was on board, most of it was between the two of us, probably. On a, probably didn't have to, but every once in a while we have something where we were stuck. Like, how do we do this? Any ideas? And we start brainstorming ideas. But not a lot of that. I think he has a credit as one of the designers, but he really wasn't. But he was responsible for the Scum engine.
Right. And yeah, he was there as somebody to bounce things off of. I mean, Ron's just a smart guy and a good friend, right? And so he was the only person hanging out as late at night as David and I often. So he was the only one around at the ranch to talk to.
We'd go out to lunch. A bunch of us every day. Because we had to at the ranch. There were no other restaurants anywhere nearby, so we'd all be eating together, and stuff would come up, and we just bounce ideas off of each other. So that was really informal.
Yeah, it was. I miss those lunches. They were good. They had a fantastic chef. I mean, there was nowhere to go, so you had to eat there. But they were quite stunning. Yeah. And
there was a point where I said when we were crunching, I would get double portions or larger portions for lunch and then bring it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'd have it for dinner.
That's the way to
Weren't
go.
we crunching the whole time, David? I feel like we were crunching pretty much the whole time.
It was really I'd say the last 2 months. Before that, yeah, I don't remember really staying late that as much, maybe 7. So it wasn't really late. And then towards the very end, when we had kind of like, here's when we have to get the game into manufacture in order to make Christmas and all that, then things started getting more tense.
Okay, guys, let's start.
The project was about 12 months from inception to completion. So maybe 9 months of actual coding.
Okay, so welcome everyone to another episode of TextPlay, the show where I play classic games with the people behind them. And today we're going to play Zak McKracken and the Alien Mindbenders with Lucasfilm Games legends David Fox and Matthew Allen Kane. And joining us is the official LucasArts dork and doodler extraordinaire Mistage. Now, if you remember, we last played this game in October 2023, so it's been a while. And before the live stream, we talked for a while, and we found out that none of us remember what happened in the last live stream. So hopefully people in the chat can help us. Matthew joined in and watched let's say 5 minutes from the previous live stream, so he knows what happened in the previous live stream better than us. So hopefully he'll be able to help us, and at least he'll have an excuse why he doesn't know where we're at in the game, while Sai, David, and I don't. Anyway, I'll bring out these respectable guests in a sec, but first I would like to thank our Patreon members and Coffee members for supporting everything we do around here. So thank you guys, and special thanks to our highest paying members, Malika Chandler, Francois de Magella, Moffat Reborn, Yuma81, Corbachu, and Alexander Sundin. And also a big thank you to our coffee donors for supporting us during these live streams. The top 7 in the last 30 days are Top Fuel, Jwex, That Star Wars Guy, Joseph Austin, CompuArt, Big Kahuna, and Ozzy Astaroth. Today's donation goal is $54.95, which was probably the retail price for Zak McKracken in 1988. I tried looking for any evidence that that was in fact the retail price. I couldn't, because in the first adventure I think it was on a discount. Anyway, if you donate during the stream, you'll have your message read out loud by our amazing text-to-speech system, so have at it. Anyway, I hope you're all enjoying the Summer of Daniel so far. I've taken a break from recording new conversations to focus on these live streams. And my recorded conversations, the backlog of my recorded conversations will be released on a weekly basis until I'm done with the backlog. So on Sunday, I'll premiere my conversation with Rosewater developer Francisco Gonzalez. But on the text play front, let's go over what has been streamed already and what I plan to stream soon. So we had the Leisure Suit Larry 7 with Albu 2 weeks ago. On Friday, I played Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis with Noah Falstein. On Sunday, I premiered my conversation with Eric Wilmunder, in which we talked for 4.5 hours about Indiana Jones and the Iron Phoenix. On Monday, I played Full Throttle with Chris Brown. Today, I'm playing Zak McKracken with David Fox, Matthew Allen Kane, and Sai Mistage. Next Monday, I'm going to play Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine with Hal Barwood. Next Wednesday, I'm going to play Jackbox Party with, what's his name? Bill Shockley. And next Friday, I'm going to play Freddy Farkas with Albu, Bill Shockley, and Steve Conrad. And that's what we have planned for the next week or so. So anyway, enough chit-chat. Let's welcome our respectable guests. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
How are you guys doing, given the fact that, two of you worked on the game, and one of you claims that she's the biggest Zak McKracken fan? Are you guys? Are you nervous? Will we be able to finish the game today?
Oh, I don't think we can. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a big ask, Daniel.
Yeah. I know, but I wonder what the record is for speed run on Zak. I think if I remember right, do we even do those back then? Like, maybe one of the playtesters was able to get through like 90 minutes or something like that once they knew all the tricks and the best path.
Yeah.
So the speedrun record on Zak McKracken was broken 5 years ago, and it's 30 minutes and 37 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
That's good.
So
skip all the dialogue.
Yeah, if we don't finish it in 30 minutes, then you guys invented speedruns with your playtesters. Playtesting the game probably in speedrunning the game to find more bugs, or speedrunning the game in order to find things that you've changed at the end of the game. So what would happen if you changed something at the end of the game? The playtester would have to play the game all the way through to the end. You can't use a save game. That's cheating.
Yeah, I think Judith who was one of our our lead tester, and she also wrote a lot of I think she wrote the hint book and also the walkthrough. So I think she probably used her speed run information in order to put the walkthrough together in order to find a good path through. But the best path through isn't always the speed run path. Probably isn't the best path for getting the story. So you're going to be skipping a bunch of the information.
Well, if you're speedrunning the game, it's probably not your first time playing the game.
Probably.
Definitely not. Yeah, it takes some practice to get through this. Yeah, I think we estimated when we first launched the game, it would take 30 to 40 hours to play through if you had to really explore it and do it. And that seemed about right. And this was a way to really, you didn't want to speed run it. You wanted to get your money's worth. I can't remember the retail price, David. It was like, it wasn't expensive, $29 or something originally when it came out, and something like that. But that was a lot of money back when it came out, and you know, getting a full 40 hours of gameplay felt like you got your money's worth. Yeah.
Way back then.
And
way back then.
No, go ahead.
I would say at least one that was waiting for the disk load time, right?
Right. A lot of that was disk load. But it was also people had much different attention spans when this came out than they do now. There was no, you know, 30, 60-second TikTok going on where, you know, I'm bored already. Let's move on.
That was the problem when Loom came out, because Brian really designed it to be a much shorter game. Some people, I mean, there was some pushback that it was too short. Because it was only like a 7-hour game, maybe 6 or 7 hours. I think you'd probably go through a lot faster if you were a really good adventure game player. And if they were expecting 30-hour game and they got 7, some people felt like they weren't getting their money's worth. Whereas now, you know, games can be a lot shorter and still be fine. But that was people who had been trained to like having to beat their head against the wall for hours in order to get through the game, and Loom was pretty straight through.
And so you mentioned that Zak cost about $29 back when it came out. And
does that sound right, David?
I don't know. It seems to be more of...
Yeah. I'm thinking more in the $40 range. I don't remember that. This was only the second game that we self-published as Lucasfilm Games, and I just really don't remember now. I just used my cash.
I can't remember either. I do remember.
We were talking earlier that it was like almost 40 years ago. So
right.
It was 10 years ago.
Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that Lucas did not get a huge cut of whatever we sold it for. So that's where the real money came from the hint book, right? That was like pure profit.
Well, we self-published it, so we got everything that a publisher would get, as opposed to I think earlier games where we had another publisher, like Labyrinth was published by Activision, and there are other games that Electronic Arts published. But once we did Maniac Mansion, I think from then on everything we did was published by us. So we got the whatever retailer or publisher percentage was, but yeah, I'm sure a lot of people, not just the hint books, but when we started doing call-in,
the 900 number, right? There was I don't know if you guys remember that, but
we do.
The paper call.
Our parents do.
Yeah, right. Exactly. That was a big moneymaker too, because you could call people and get hints. We had a team of people standing by to help you through the game. Yeah, it was a very different time pre-internet. There was no information, you know, you didn't know anybody else playing the game and no one to reach out to.
So Matthew, one of my earliest memories is me taking my father's tape recorder and placing it next to the PC speaker and recording the theme song to Zak McKracken, so that I'll be able to hear it on on a tape, when we're driving in my father's car or when the computer is being used by someone else. So thank you for the theme music.
Thank you. I've been amazed how well that music, I wouldn't say holds up, but hangs on, maybe is the term. My 10-year-old, we get in the car and she makes me play it 10, 12 times in a row, full volume. She loves it. And I've been amazed also how many YouTube covers have been done of it. It's just, people send me all the time different covers of the theme song. So, yeah. It feels like 80s video game music, but maybe that's a good thing.
But it's awesome 80s music.
Thank you.
And given the fact that it was played on my PC speaker, I was amazed by the fact that it had like a bass sound in the background, and the fact that you were able to achieve that from, the crappy quality of a PC speaker, and that's also mind-blowing.
Yeah, I posted in the chat just now twice a link to the original demo tape I did of it that I had to do, I think, 3 or 4 different versions before David approved a song to
Well,
be the theme.
I remember you asking what I wanted. I had no idea how to even describe it or communicate what I wanted. So you pretty much were like, well, I don't know. I think you gave maybe a couple ideas, but I remember you playing Zak on the speakers in the common area where the fireplace was.
Right.
And that was the first time I heard it, and I thought it was awesome. And then having to take something which you play from your keyboard for your synthesizer and convert it to Commodore 64 was, you lost a lot. It was still good, but it wasn't as perfect.
It's not the same thing. Yeah, the one I wrote, I had a Yamaha DX7 and a Roland Juno 106 and a little RX-15 drum machine. And so it was for the time, was really advanced technology. And that was my little home studio. And then coming in and converting that to the C64 was a challenge, but it was fun. And I actually think of all the games or all the versions out there, I still like the C64 version the best. There's something about that SID chip and what it can do. I mean, Daniel, was yours actually on an IBM PC? So it was just
it was on an IBM PC. And
that's kind of a horrible piece of sound. It's just, I mean, that's like the original Apple II. All it could do was a square wave. So you get beep, boop, 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 boop. And so
I love those.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to listen to. The C64 had this very nice little synthesizer chip in it. So you could do cool stuff. And I know with the limited run version that just came out, David just gave that to me about a week or so ago. I haven't even listened to what version they have on there. I think it might be the FM Towns, which I didn't write. Well, I wrote it, but I didn't make that version.
80 Machine in the chat wrote, I know Matthew Kane dug up his original recording of the main theme several years back, and I wonder if he still has the recording for the end theme, since that's different in the C64 version.
Yeah, I don't. The end theme, that was just done on the C64. I didn't do, it was based on the opening theme, but it was just a takeoff. So I never did a real version, quote, real version of that. It's probably available somewhere on YouTube, the C64 version. Yeah, there's other music in there was kind of stolen in a subtle way. I don't know if people know, but like the airport music that plays in most of the airports, except when the Hare Krishna guy is there, is John Denver's Leaving on a Jet Plane. Very, very slow. And then when you go to Mars, that's Holst's theme from the planet's Mars, but done in sort of a really wacky way. So I did a lot of borrowing from, other artists
Well, now that he said it live, then Disney will get sued like tomorrow by the representatives of all these artists.
No, Daniel, don't say things like that. My goodness. It didn't happen.
Yeah. It's today it's called sampling. Then it was, an ode to. It was an appreciation of. And I don't think Holst still holds a copyright, though John Denver might.
Okay. You can always say that you created this music with AI, so it's not your fault. AI just ripped off various music.
Exactly. Please, write this music in the style of. I know David, he has the Zach shirt on, sent me this song a couple weeks ago that was like a song about Zak McKracken. And I'm like, who the heck recorded this and wrote all these wild lyrics where they actually, they know the game really well. And turned out it was a fully AI generated like rap song about, well, no, the first one was a reggae song about Zak McKracken.
Yeah, the guy who did it first used ChatGPT to write the lyrics, and then took it to the other program and inserted the lyrics and had to come up with a tune for it. So it's two different AIs putting it together to come up with a song. And then you could take the lyrics and do different types of music with it, reggae or whatever.
That's
Pretty
crazy.
fun.
That's crazy. Yeah, so what's real? Well, I know Zach's real because nobody would make anything with this many pixels showing anymore.
Zach's real because you guys predicted the stupidity epidemic of 1997 and on.
Was that what you were talking about, us predicting the futures?
No, and there was another thing.
Predict the future.
A few weeks back, they found on Mars. So, Sai, you can tell that story because you sent me the link.
What was this, Sai?
Yeah, they found something on Mars.
Oh, yeah. I don't even remember the link, but they found something in Mars, some sort of crystals and stuff, and it totally reminded me of
pair of
you
nose
guys.
glasses. It's a pair of nose glasses. They're sulfur crystals. So yellow crystals were found by one of Mars rovers.
Yeah. It's all going to come true, everything in Zach, eventually. The two-headed squirrels are out there. So are we supposed to start playing this? Is that...
No, we'll keep on talking, for another hour or so, and then we'll get to the game.
I don't know.
Then at the end, Daniel blames us for not playing the game.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know exactly how this works. Yeah.
We talk ourselves to death. So before the live stream started, Sai started telling us about the first time she played Zak McKracken and how she became such a Zak McKracken fan over the years.
It's such a long time. Oh my goodness. One of the reasons why I love Zak McKracken is because it was that one game that made me fall in love with LucasArts. The first one that I ever got to play was Maniac Mansion. And once you actually go from the, 15 verbs or something like that, you transition them, I used to do text parsers at the time. So once you transition for them to Zak, that you can actually travel the world, it felt like larger than life at the time. I was absolutely in love with the idea that, you still kept the concept of having multiple puzzles with multiple characters and stuff like that. And having all those things come together with the idea that you could actually, go outside of California. And it was such a fantastic experience for me as a child, of course. I used to love the idea of being able to discover the world, and all things considered, way back then, it gave me an opportunity for me to bond with my late brother. And because I was completely lost, sometimes it would take me months to be able to figure out a puzzle without help. And having the possibility that, I could just go ahead and reach out to him and stuff, it will help me. And then, he will sit down and play with me. Then after my brother passed away, it became a little bit more of a meaningful thing to hold those memories so close and, having this beautiful moments that, I basically relive every single time that I get to play these games and stuff. Hang on a second.
I looked up the street that we're currently on in Zak McKracken on Google Maps, and I think I found it in preparation for this live stream, so I'll show it in a sec.
Where he's standing right now?
Yeah.
Though he is at 13th, I believe, Avenue, which doesn't exist. Is that right,
So,
David?
Yeah. It's a street sign say.
Yeah,
so
when he walks up to the corner, I can't remember. Was it Folsom? No, I can't.
it was
So
Fulton. Yeah,
Fulton, and 13th. But there is no
exactly.
13th Avenue.
Exactly. So let's see if I have it over here.
But there's another street where it is.
We just add this window. This.
Sorry, I'm back.
Okay.
Welcome back.
This is the stuff about going live. Always something happens. But
Is
anyways,
everything-
Zak McKracken was such a fantastic game for his time, and it was one of a kind experience for me. That's why I love this game so much.
So this
Yeah,
is the street.
Oh, nice. It looks just like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the only I tried walking in every direction to see if this is the only location from which you can see the Golden Gate Bridge, and it is. So it's actually just this street, because in the game you can see the Golden Gate Bridge. So you
I
guys,
wonder if Gary did research before he did that background.
I did thought he might have done that.
Yeah, he was pretty, persnickety at getting things right.
so this is Zach's apartment. This is the bakery.
There used to be the bakery and the phone company.
But in real
Oh,
life, you
there's-
have a drug dealer over here or something. Okay.
Nice.
Now we can start playing the game. And Matthew, you'll be the
Oh.
one playing.
I'm a little afraid.
Don't be. It's a fun game.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard it's a fun game.
You should play
I think
it.
I mentioned the last time I played it, I have a 22-year-old daughter, and we played it when she was 6 years old. So that's 16 years ago since I've actually played the game. I'm not sure what I'll remember. So how do I play it? Does it
So you
actually
place the
respond?
mouse cursor on the part of the zoom window which has the shared screen. And
Right,
then you
I got
control the
it.
mouse.
It's not working
No.
for me. Wait, choose follow. Oh, wait, there we go. Is it doing it now?
We should bring up the idea that once we started getting ready, Daniel was like, I hope you guys remember where we were at, because I don't remember anything. And of course, nobody does remember anything. So
Oh my
thanks
gosh.
to David, it was like, just tell me what you have in the inventory and I'll let you know how far we've gotten. It's like, thank goodness.
All right.
There's
Well,
David here. to
I'll
guide us.
listen to David if he has any ideas about what we should do. Let's see, how much
Well-
money do we have? I think we need to head to like Peru with breadcrumbs, right?
I guess you could do other, there's a couple more things we could probably get from our room, right?
Oh,
If
so
we
we
go,
haven't gotten
so we should go
everything
back
from
to
the
the
room?
apartment.
Okay.
do we have everything we need for, obviously the spoilers for anyone who hasn't played the game, but do we have anything we need for our Mars costume, our Mars
I don't know.
suit?
We can go look up and lose and see. We've got 12,000. I was just checking the cash card, and let's go see what's going on in lose. Oh, we bought a lot, it looks like.
Yeah, how about the wetsuit? We have that already?
I think we've got everything. Oh,
I think are we wearing them?
yeah. We might be wearing the wetsuit. Is that why we look so like San
Black.
Francisco?
Yeah, we have
let's
it.
see.
So
If
we don't,
Oh,
Yeah.
there, much better. All right. I think we've got everything.
we don't have sushi's bowl.
Oh, let's go get that. I can probably handle that. So, and we already did the breadcrumbs, so we can safely put sushi away.
Yeah, tweet breadcrumbs.
Yeah, I saw those down here. So you made breadcrumbs last time.
By the way, there is one thing that I just talking about sushi, it kind of reminds me of. Apparently, after you get the crystal that allows you to do the mind control, that you can actually do mind control with sushi. I've never done that
yes.
before. I actually need to play it again to do that. I read about it like a few months ago, and I was like,
Oh my
"What?
gosh.
There's still stuff that I don't know about this game. It's crazy."
Oh no, we've got sushi. She's not there. I think the only thing you can do with sushi though is get her to swim.
Yeah, it was
So,
swim.
yeah. And do you know about the mind control with the yak if you do it enough?
Oh, that is my favorite part.
That's
Because
the potty
you chew, and
humor.
then you can...
That's the potty humor in the whole thing. And
It was hilarious, actually. I really, really love that. I didn't expect it. I remember when I was a kid, one of the things that I would do, and this is something that I love doing with all these LucasArts games, is like I would take my time with them. I will explore, and I will click all this, like everything, and I will try to 1,000 different combinations and stuff like that. So when I got to the jack, it was so fucking funny. It was so funny.
Oh, I love how Zach is always very conscious about turning off the water, closing the fridge. He won't leave his house without, doing the proper things.
You check it in the box.
I'll go look in the mailbox. Sure. Do we?
White. There's something in there.
A letter. Do we have the key?
Yeah, there's a little key, small key.
Yeah, small key somewhere. Let's see if we've got it.
That's for the fun club, right? No, the fun club thing is in the
Oh,
phone
do we not
company
have
office.
the small key? There
Yeah,
it is.
it's there.
There it is.
Use small key.
Another thing that I love about Zach is that he's got what is. What is something that got lost long ago in other LucasArts games.
Wait, do you actually miss the what is?
I liked it.
Yeah, but it was
bilingual. I was a bilingual kid, and growing up, this helped me a lot.
Yeah, the what is was really helpful to just be able to move around the screen without clicking and just sort of, oh, that's something I can interact with.
Wasn't this like the second game that had all the verbs? Like Maniac Mansion was one of the first, I think.
Right.
So we were still getting used to the idea of the point and click, and we were kind of like forming sentences before we actually did the action. So you had to do like what is, just to identify the thing, and then you will do the verb, and then the item, remember where it was, the item, and then actually just do the stuff to perform like a sentence, like the action itself. That was a big deal for me. That was actually made everything easier for me.
Yeah, but what is didn't disappear. It was just implemented in the cursor. So you don't need to click a verb to see what you're pointing at. You just need to place...
It's a nostalgia thing.
I know. And I talked about it in my conversation with Chris, I think. And the thing is that the problem with the what is verb is the fact that, for example, you're in the dark and you're using the what is verb and you find something in the dark, but then
you have to remember exactly where it was.
Then you click on a verb and now you need to find what you pointed at earlier.
All right. Well, I think we should probably head somewhere.
Yeah.
My favorite way to wake this guy up always was the kazoo. Where's our kazoo?
This game is where I learned what a kazoo is.
Ah. What do you mean?
You have to use it on the...
You have to... I thought you just used it. Use kazoo.
Use kazoo, and then... There you go.
Just use kazoo.
Yeah, it should just be use kazoo, and he should play it. Why isn't he playing the kazoo, David?
Double click, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yay.
Had someone ask me recently if that kazoo sound was some sort of variation of Indiana Jones, and I was like, no, that's Pop Goes the Whistle.
Pop Goes the Weasel. Definitely.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's lots of ways to wake the bus driver up. You can hit the bus with almost anything hard, but the kazoo is always the best way.
The kazoo is always the best.
So this
Alright,
is John Denver.
You see if you can hear Leaving on a Jet Plane in this music. Yeah, it's there.
Honestly, I did not know about that. Like, this is entirely new to me.
It's entirely new for the Disney lawyers as well. They're preparing themselves.
It's their problem now.
Yep.
Well, what do you think? Should we go to Lima and see if we can talk to a bird? David, do you have any thoughts?
Yeah, tell me.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. I know we have breadcrumbs. I saw those, so. Oh, exit visa code. Uh-oh. Daniel, do you have the code sheet?
Nope.
Hold on.
Do it, or do you?
Yeah, it skipped it.
You have your ticket.
It's fine. It's the pirated version.
Oh. Do I have my ticket? Well, we'll find out. If I walk on the plane and it lets me in. Yep. Oh, and you've already done everything on the plane. You exploded the egg.
That puzzle was one of the hardest ones for me.
The egg in the microwave?
Yeah, because I was slow. So
All right.
I was
Now,
getting
I
it
know
wrong.
I know
I
a
had to
lot
do
of people
multiple trips.
complained about these jungle mazes. But the thing to know about them is there is no way through them, right? That it's a random number of doors. Whoa, very loud. A certain
That
number
is
of
loud.
doors you had to walk through and you got out. So
Yeah,
that was it.
as long as you didn't backtrack.
Right. If you backtracked, it subtracted from the number of doors you had to go through. And so it was just, they were sort of this idea of trying. I know people didn't like them. It's hard to know when you're just the two of you building a game, what's going to land and what's going to be a problem. But it was a way to sort of enlarge the world, right? Is to create these areas you had to move through. The other mazes in the game, they were things you could map out and figure out, and they actually had a logic to them, but the jungle mazes didn't at all. They were just absolutely time wasters.
Yeah. Christian
Wait.
asks.
Wait, let me turn down the
asked-
volume.
Okay.
Christian asks, said that was a different airport tune in Lima. What was the
Ah.
inspiration?
Thanks for the question, Christian. I don't remember. I can look up somewhere. I have actually sheet music I wrote for all these, and they have the attributions on it. I'll see if I can find that once they stop making me play the game. All right. Am I still in control, or are you
Yeah.
in control, Dave?
No, you're
Yeah,
cool.
machine.
Okay.
We haven't yet gone to learn how to use the blue crystal. And we have to do
Oh, so we can get the bird here, but we can't do anything with it.
At least nowadays we can control the volume of the game, but back then this sound played in loop while I was trying to solve a puzzle.
All right, but now we need to learn to use the. Do we have the blue crystal?
Yeah, we
Good.
do. But I
Okay,
think
so
have
we need to go to Kathmandu.
Yeah.
But first we need to go to Miami to get the book to give the guru. Look at this. I remember stuff. All right.
Matthew remembers so much.
Yeah,
Just putting us all to shame. We're like, wow.
All right.
yeah. I mean, we've been here in the last live stream, and we have no clue where we're at, what we're doing.
Oh, that's funny. All right. Well, I guess 16 years isn't that long.
No, he says we have.
Oh, I have.
ATM says
Somebody
we have
says
the
I
book
have the
already.
book. Oh, we
Yeah.
have the book. Thank you. Who said that? ATM machine?
ATM.
ATM. Thank you. All right. Then let's just head off to Kathmandu. That doesn't work. I can't. Oh, it does. Oh, we have to go. Let's see. Do we know? if we should go to Mexico or San Francisco. What do you think, David, to get to Kathmandu?
I'll go to Mexico.
Go to Mexico? All right. Well, since we're not going to finish the game, I don't care if we run out of money.
Which most likely will happen.
Yeah.
Well,
These
unless we
drinks are expensive.
they
This
are.
one in
If we
Kathmandu are very expensive.
it is, but if you have the bent knife, life is good.
$1,500, I think it is. That's a lot of money.
Nope, we can't get to Kathmandu from here.
I wonder if we should reload the save game. And
Yeah, we
start-
should.
You tried to save money, David. I think we
Yeah.
have plenty at the moment.
You know, it will be really cool if we could actually win the lottery in this one. But I don't even know if we're gonna have the time, because meeting Elvis was a really cool part of the
Oh
game.
well,
actually.
it is a highlight
really
to meet
is.
Elvis. So
Okay.
does anybody on the chat remember what airport we need to go to get to Kathmandu? Is it
Guessing
San
is the crossroads.
Christian
London.
said London.
Thank you. Oh, thank goodness for people who know what's going on.
Somebody was asking, what is the inspiration for the different music in the airports?
Yeah, I didn't. That's the one I don't. I know that this one. Let's see. This is leaving on a jet plane, but the Lima airport. I think the several airports, Kathmandu and Lima, and maybe the one in Kinshasa,
And I think
have
too,
different music.
really good music, a little bit more tropical.
Yeah, trying to give it a little different feel to the game. All right, Kathmandu. Let's do it. Let's Kathmandu it. Sorry. I've got a 10-year-old. I have to like.
No, it's fine. Dad jokes are welcome over here.
Okay. Oh, completely miserable flight later. That stinks.
This is my favorite destination, by the way,
Oh, hello,
That's fire.
yak.
because of that one.
I love the yak. Well,
You
let's see if we
have to
can.
mind control him. Yeah, you definitely have to know that you were here.
You know,
All
I
right.
played this on the monochrome screen, so I thought that the thing that was dangling over there is his tongue, but now I see that it's a bell. So,
Oh, you played this on like a green
yeah, I had
monochrome,
a Hercules
Oh,
graphics
I'm
card.
so sorry. That must have been miserable. Where's our book? There we go.
By the way, there was an earlier comment that Zach was $34.95 on C64 and $44.95 for other platforms.
Oh, thank you, whoever
Wow.
knows that.
Was that
80 machine.
Oh, 8 shades of glorious green, huh?
So
That's funny.
Christian asks, what affects the quality of the flights? Miserable, enjoyable.
Totally random. I believe that just like there was like a 80% chance you'd have a good flight and a 20% chance you'd have a bad flight.
And that's pretty optimistic. Nowadays,
Right.
there's a 90% chance.
Nowadays, yeah, the odds are much higher not to have a good flight.
Oh, good. We didn't kill the squirrel or sushi. Because, if you do either of those, you have to wait a very long time.
Yeah.
That was so hard for people. That was sort of the karmic payback, was you had to
this
just
is
sit here and not leave.
getting in my little karmic lesson in the game somehow.
Yeah, and 1 hour later.
This scene always reminds me a lot to the Holy Grail scene in Indiana Jones and Last Crusade. I don't know why. It always gives me that kind of a vibe.
Like he's the wise old man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't know the idol and the distribution of the scene always reminds me to that.
Well, the golfing guru, I know, according to the newspaper, that was put in a little bit. I'm the one golfer on the development team, so I think I was very happy. Swami Holenwanda, that was his name, right?
Is there anything on the board there?
Let's see.
It's touchable.
How to raise your consciousness and lower your golf scores. There we go. Let's see this one. Available at airports around the world. Is that the book we got?
Swami Hope.
On the 19 at Pebble Beach. He got a 2 on one of the holes. It was really sad, but hopefully it was a par 5. And the postcard says, it's a picture of an African shaman and the guru playing golf. Yeah, there is a little bit of a golf theme in here.
Can you pick up any of those?
I don't think so. Can you? Maybe. Can't pick that up. And this is, yeah, his certificate. Nope. And that's just his notice. Nope.
See, now if we do this game now, you'd have to pick up the picture to show that you're friends with the guru.
Ah, well, when we rewrite it, we'll definitely add that. And then there's the jail you get put in over here.
So do we have we're going to need that flag.
Right, but we're going to have to do it fast.
Yeah.
Right?
So
I'm going to use the blue crystal with the yak, though, because
Yay!
that is for Sai, this is for
That
you.
is the best part.
All right.
I remember adding this puzzle and worried that I might get censored for it, since I was also one that I I was the one who did the hamster.
Oh crap!
Oh.
We were supposed to do the haste stuff first, because that's right, the aliens come and get you. Every
Oh
single time we use the
no!
blue
Oh
crystal,
no!
Every single time we get the blue crystal,
ATM,
remember
I
they
needed
come
your
back.
advice.
I think if you go hide in the
Ashram?
yeah, I think you're okay.
Okay, I will run to the ashram, and then we'll set the hay on fire. Wait. Don't forget your disguise.
Ugly.
So good. So good. All right. To Zach.
Instances, I was so scared as a child when the alien came after you. Scared in a good way, though. I was always terrified too, because the first
Yeah, me
time I
too.
did not know
Oh,
how
yeah.
to escape jail. So it took a while. I had to wait for my brother to get home and
Oh,
ask him.
no,
stuff.
get over
So
here.
I
Get
didn't
in
know.
there. Go in there. Oh, phew. All right, let's go walk around here.
You-
Do you think
do
we'll
that's-
miss him now if we
I
hang
think
out
we-
in here?
Yeah, I think there's a cutscene that probably use it.
You have already
I
been
think you're-
trained. You said.
You've already been trained. Use it. I'm going to use it. I'm going to just.
Hey, what happens if you try to mind link with the guru?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see.
Can you even do
use-
that? Oh, I'm learning so many things here today.
I don't
don't
think
think
you
you-
can.
No,
Yeah,
I don't
but, you
think
know-
so. Yeah, because it's only animals, right?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
with animals.
That's
Blue
right.
crystal.
There you go.
Now, on statue. Yeah, you can't even click on the guru.
Yeah, nothing
Yeah.
happens.
Nothing happens.
So
The
back when you
statue-
worked on the game, did you use the keyboard shortcuts?
Yeah. I did.
What do you mean for the verbs?
Yeah.
For sure. It's faster.
Yeah.
In this speed things up. So isn't there supposed to be a cutscene
What
when the guy comes?
I thought so, but I'm afraid. Should I be afraid? Oh yeah, the C64 version does not. Uh-oh, there he is. Does not have shortcuts, right? Okay, go back. There he is. Go back inside.
You won't follow, right?
I don't think
You're too
so.
stupid. You're too
Wow, I
stupid to
did
follow.
not know that was even possible. You could just hide in here.
Am I gonna get
Is it gonna
caught? I don't know.
He's not gonna
No,
be
he-
outside waiting, is he?
Is he
No.
waiting outside?
I don't think. I'm pretty sure I did it.
Oh, where'd he
Where-
go?
Oh,
Yes. Yes.
Now you're
Good. Good remembering, David. All right. So now we have to set the fire.
Yeah,
Wait, should we save now?
sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Well,
And
that's a
save.
good idea. We should-
Quick, save. You're so good at this, Daniel.
Hopefully it's saved.
All right,
Hopefully.
we're gonna trust it.
This is
Yeah.
so confident.
All right,
Where's the hay?
over
So there's like-
here, isn't it?
No, it's on the
Oh
other
no, the
side.
hay's right next to him.
Yeah.
Where is that?
so- on the other side of the screen. Yeah.
Oh, far right.
Yeah.
All right. Ah, there we go. We're so destructive.
It's
I
just
don't
a
know
little
that we're
bit.
teaching kids the right things to do here.
I think you have to open the. No, it should be there though.
Do I have do I have the lighter?
Yeah,
You
I
should-
should have a light.
Well, this game is more educational than Maniac Mansion. Because
Oh,
in Maniac
much more.
Mansion, you learn how to place a hamster in
What
the
place?
There you go.
microwave.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That's exactly where I learned not to microwave eggs.
Yeah,
They
so
explode.
exactly.
Fire.
Is the Maniac Mansion Easter egg in this one?
There is the gas for the chainsaws hidden on Mars.
Mhm.
Because
In
I
this
think in
game.
the Kathmandu jail there is a Maniac Mansion Easter egg. Like you can actually read like
Oh, is there a
about the
The
meteor.
fine
like,
print.
Oh yeah, there's the purple meteor.
Oh.
yeah, that they said like wanted.
Can't read the words, but there's a photo of a meteor on it.
Ah.
You pick up the key.
I think so. Picture of a flagpole.
Yeah, this is interesting. He doesn't say the dialogue that it doesn't say the text on the poster, but he does show the well, there's a
Mhm.
tiny purple thing there. We assume is the meteor.
It's
Okay,
empty.
okay. When we get the
I
flag.
think your stuff gets put in there when you get put in jail, right?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, so now we
give the
can take the flag without danger. All right, and we'll need that in London, right? And now, well,
You do
let's
this
see,
out.
read the sign,
License plate.
read the license plate, insert cash card for airport transfer. And now we can use, finally, Sai, we can do this. It's been a lot to get here. Where's the blue crystal? There it is. Use blue crystal on yak. Not now. Oh
Not
no.
now.
Oh no.
We missed the opportunity.
Do we?
What happens if
Oh,
you what happens if you go back in the ashram, or is it too late to do that?
it might be too late. The policeman's out there. Can we help put out the fire? They'll see what a good person we are. Is he still putting out the fire? Yeah, he's putting out the fire. I don't think we're gonna get to see the big payoff unless I fly and come back.
I guess you could load the save game and try it before you did the fire.
Should we load the save game?
You
Yeah,
think so?
where did we save it? Right before the yak?
I think
Right
we saved
before
it
the-
after we started the fire.
Okay. That would
All
probably
right.
Well, we're four
That's all
people
right.
that don't remember what happened 2 minutes ago.
Oh, all right. I guess we should. Where are we going? We now can link in Peru. Should we go to London and do anything? Because it's on the way. We don't have the other shard, so we can't join the yellow thing in London. Oh, ATM thinks we saved it right before starting the fire.
Okay.
Why don't?
let's-
Hey, can you save it here and then?
No, there's just one save game.
Oh, this
So-
one
so-
only has a single save game? Okay. All right.
After this, we can go back to Lima to do the mind control on the bird.
Okay.
So we
So-
have we go back to London
Wait,
again, and then Lima.
Let's see if we started the fire over here. Yes,
Oh.
we saved the game after we started the fire.
Oh, painful. All right. So we just need to go get the flag
Forget the
again.
flag.
That's really the key.
Yeah, the key.
What? Oh, maybe it didn't load the game. The flag's gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try,
Load.
okay.
What?
Oh my God. Oh,
Who can I
Oh,
talk to
no.
about this bug, guys?
oh. All right. All right.
You can tell
We
this
got
is live.
this. We got this. We're
Okay.
okay.
So it's okay. So we can skip
Wait a
going to
second.
Lima.
Wait a second. Let's see if we have anything else over here. No, these are the only save games. Okay, so
I
from
don't
now
think
on,
it actually
from
sa-
now we're gonna save from this menu, not the built-in.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
All right. All right. I'm going to do this really fast. We're going to go.
Martin says that we never actually clicked OK after we clicked save, so that
Oh.
might explain it.
Okay.
Martin. We
Where
need
have you
help.
been all this
Details
time?
like that, just little details.
Yeah. So let's just go directly to London, and
Yeah.
skip. We don't need to go to Peru yet, so we save some money.
Oh yeah, the ATM says that we don't have the whiskey either, so that means we have to go to what was it, Miami again?
We don't have
We have to
whiskey.
talk to the heart. Yeah, we don't
Oh,
have the
okay.
whiskey bottle either.
Well, we don't have the other yellow shard, so we can just go straight.
I love the fact that Matthew's goal is to explore the game as much as possible, and David's goal is to save as much money as possible in the game.
I'm fascinated with all of this, actually.
Yeah.
I used to
Well-
be the exact same when every single time before I would travel, I would save because it was like, I don't know where I'm going.
No, I don't know
So
where
I'm
I'm
probably
going. I
to
don't
instead
know
of
what's
going
going
back.
on.
Yeah,
I'm-
instead
I'm-
of like flying back, I was just reload.
I'm just hoping we can beat the speedrun record here. I think we have a chance.
We're doing it if we keep going back. All right.
That is so
Yeah, the
expensive.
whiskey in Miami. We will definitely need that before we go to London. But we also need the
Yeah.
other. We need to get to Mars and get the other half of the crystal, right? The yellow shard. Is that on Mars?
I don't remember.
The other shard.
The other
Yeah, I
half
think-
of the yellow crystal?
Okay, let's
I think
save.
that
Okay.
And now we have more than one save game, so this will be great. Live stream too. Let's see if we actually saved. Yes, so we have
Yes.
now several.
All right. All right.
Save.
We know it's working. So we're going to
Yeah.
do this every couple of minutes. Oh, he's wearing his wetsuit again. But I'm going to not worry about that.
okay. The other Christian says the other shard's in Mexico. So what's on Mars is the white crystal.
Oh, right. Thanks, Christian. So we need to go do the Mexico. I'm going to have to see if I can find my maze guide. Oh, I think I put it online. I think I put all those documents online at some point. I'll have to look.
Well, the maze guy is also in your hint book on your.
It's in the hint book. Right, right. Yeah, I made those maze maps. I can't remember some drawing program on the Apple, on the early Mac.
So do we have the cutscene override key here? Does escape? You hit escape, or do you, or
Or just-
period? I'm thinking these are all the things we added to later versions of Scum. I don't know that we had it back then, where you can hit period to skip through text. And
I think it came much later. Maybe in the FM Towns version, the period works.
Martin suggests maybe hit enter. I don't know. Is your keyboard, Matthew? Is your keyboard tied to the game?
Yeah, enter worked.
Oh, okay. We're done. All right. So now, how do we? I
Thank you,
guess
Martin.
we just need to get the guy to come. People in chat, help me. If we want to mind link with the yak, we'd
Do
use
the
it,
do
then
the
run
mind link.
away.
No, just do the mind link.
But then
And
the components will come get us.
I think you're safe for a few seconds. You'll get the cutscene. Might be worth
Oh,
saving
okay.
it.
Okay. Do we want to save right here?
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
Okay.
This has become a Sierra game.
I
We're
was
saving
gonna
early
say
and we're
that.
saving
We're
often.
saving it every
Only if you want to live mind link with the yak, is it that bad? All right. Use.
Here, my guess is that what I think I would have done was you can do the mind link. As soon as you get done with the mind link, then go rush off and hide. You're going to get the cutscene of the two
Right.
aliens talking.
There's the cutscene. See if we can hit return or enter to get out of it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
All right.
Now.
Shoo.
The
True.
funniest part is that this is the one part that I keep telling my friends and try to convince them to play.
It's worth playing the whole game just for this, right? This is, I remember my 6-year-old daughter would come back and do this over and over because this was, I mean, I don't know. And now I have a 10-year-old who wants to play. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
We got it. Oh, so good. And then ask
Just like
Zach
a
to pick
couple
it
of
up.
times, I think twice or something. It's not that much.
That was some
ATM
experience.
ATM,
All right.
I think it's a
Zach,
random.
yakety yak yak.
It's a random number of twos. I think
Right.
somewhere between 18
Yeah,
and 20.
sure.
Come
Not
on,
getting
pick it
anywhere near
up,
that.
Zach. It's got to
No.
be useful somewhere.
Yak pie. Oh my god.
No, he's not going to pick it up.
How much time did it take you guys to implement this feature?
Oh, this was, probably.
This was a labor of love.
Why don't you go hide?
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I might have enough time. Shoot. All right, now we just have to wait for him to get tired. So let's talk about something else while we're waiting.
How's the weather?
Yeah,
What is?
labor.
No. I want to ask them because this is something that I've been wanting to ask David since the last stream. Like, what is your personal favorite part of all of the game? Each of you, as designers of Zak McKracken, like the favorite part. For me, this is Kathmandu has always been something fun for me. But for you guys, personal favorite. I don't have to say one.
I think for me it was the for me it's going to be puzzles that I created that I thought were really fun. And for me it was figuring out how to get the breadcrumbs, because it was using something which in America most people have in their homes, garbage disposal, and using it for something as a food processor, which is just like a bizarre twist of something that you would just never think of doing. So I liked being able to take something, super hard bread, turning into breadcrumbs, and then using that to attract the bird. That was one of them.
Yeah, that's.
I mean,
because
this
we're
puzzle
talking about
was-
California, and I think Lima. So that's like two completely different places requiring that item. Actually,
Right.
it's a big puzzle. Yeah.
I see ATM says in the chat he likes the broom alien, or he or she, I don't know which, but they like the broom alien. We actually, in my house, after my daughter and I played this, she took our broom and put googly eyes on it, and it sat in the corner of her playroom. She loved the broom alien so much, we had to make our own. Interestingly, I liked lots of the game and puzzles, but the opening sequence on the C64, that talk about a labor of love. That was getting the timing to work with the music, and the animation was just amazing how much effort we put into that.
Yeah, and if you're playing the PAL version, I think it doesn't work right.
No. None of them work as well as the C64. The C64 opening is timed to the beat. Everything that happens is right on the music with the animation. And that was fine-tuning and tweaking and changing, and you know, it was a lot. So that's one of my favorite things.
So I agree. The intro is my favorite part. And David, regarding the breadcrumbs puzzle, it's difficult enough when you know what a garbage disposal is. So
That's
Yeah.
the equivalent of
That is something
monkey
that is
wrench.
something that is not common in South America, by the way, garbage disposal. I learned that
Yeah.
that day.
they're
That's-
not common anywhere except in the US. I actually
That's
heard a
the-
podcast the other day about how this one town in the US mandated everybody have garbage disposals. They were trying to get rid of smelly trash. So here they're sort of ubiquitous. Oh, you're still there. Oh, busted. All right, we have a save game to go back to.
we may have a save game.
We do. All right.
Right?
Now I'm going to ignore this guy, and I'm going to go set the fire and get us our flag. And we can move on. Are you walking? Oh, no. Why don't I have a walk verb? Walk. There we go. Oh, phew. Okay. Well, it was so worth it to get the yak pie.
I
Yeah,
do have to say, I mean, LucasArts humor has always been something that is a one of a kind kind of stuff. And I know that it's very controversial, especially like, for example, in games like Manic Mansion with the hamster. But
Right.
those things just like outlive the game. Everybody worldwide knows about these things.
Yeah, it's funny. And the hamster definitely informed us with the squirrel in this game, is this idea that if you hurt the squirrel, there was going to be payback. There was something you had to
But
do.
you have choices. You can save the squirrel too. At
Right.
first, I killed it the first time. And then I
Oh
learned
yeah, it's so
when I
much
got
easier
here.
to just whack the
that-
squirrel. But if you make the choice to not, to lure it away, then you know things
Yeah,
things
because
go
you
a little better
eventually
later.
find out. You find out when you get here, and the guru tells you like you don't have good karma. So eventually, you know, you actually take different choices when playing the game. It was just actually makes
Right.
me fascinated.
Or if you turn on the garbage disposal with sushi in there, same thing. It's another bad choice.
Yeah.
All right.
So the thing about
Yeah.
Lucasfilm games and LucasArts is that a lot of the humor is timeless. And so it's always funny, while other games had tons of pop culture references that may have dated the game or the references.
Yeah, I think that we tried all this stuff out on each other all the time, and tons of stuff did not make it in the game. I mean, David and I, we worked so closely together, and we trusted each other enough to tell you know, that's stupid, right? And that's hard to do with somebody you're not comfortable with, is to say when you've pushed it too far. Silly is fine and, you know, funny, but if it was stupid, it should not go in.
Wait, so now
we
I want to
tried-
hear about all the things that didn't make the cut.
Oh, I don't know if we're gonna, you know, we can admit it all, or if you even remember it all. But all right, can I go to Miami? We need to get the.
Well, I was going to suggest going to, let's do the Zaire.
Should we go to Zaire?
Yes.
Okay.
Closer.
Oh,
You know, another thing that we actually have to say, I mean, Chad is talking about different things, and Martin mentions, like Manic mentioned in Zak McKracken, age very well. There's really nothing that you can actually pinpoint as racist, sexist, or discriminating. And one thing that it brings to mind, I love the fact that you see girls, or you see, you know, women characters here, that they're part of the puzzles. I don't know if you guys
Oh.
remember way back in the Nintendo days and stuff like that, like the 80s and stuff. All princesses were to be rescued and stuff.
Yep,
So this was
yep.
a different dynamic. I actually liked selecting Annie and Leslie. You know, it was a different dynamic because they were part of the puzzle. In fact, most of Mars you did with the girls.
Oh,
It's fantastic.
absolutely. I mean,
I really
the
like
main
that,
character
actually.
in this game is male, but the only way you do it is to have the women, you know, take over.
So it
And-
was very different for its time, actually, and I love that. I appreciate
Well,
that.
and Annie is I mean, they're all strong characters, but especially Annie. She's obviously the smartest character in the game.
Yeah.
That's kind of a doofus, right? And she's the one who really understands what's going on, who makes, him understand what he needs to do at times. And then, of course, Melissa and Leslie, who Leslie was my girlfriend at the time, and Melissa was Ron Gilbert's girlfriend. Annie, of course, is David's wife. But Leslie and Melissa we were very careful to give them real roles in the game. I mean, they're space travelers. They're inventors. They created the spaceship. They go to Mars. They're fearless, except when they had to pick up the broom alien. But other than that, they were fearless.
Yeah, I mean that was a really cool thing in terms of design. That was ahead of its time back then, for sure.
And same goes for Monkey Island. Elaine is the smartest character in the game. And you may
there we
think
go.
that she's a damsel in distress throughout the game,
Right.
but she isn't.
All right.
That's
So
true. Christian says, I love Leslie's constantly changing her color. That is true. I had forgotten about that.
So interestingly, my girlfriend Leslie every week or two changed her hair color. So that was taken from real life. She loved playing with hair color, and so this was not just for the character. So you gonna be happy with that? Golden Boar. Takeoff on the Golden Bear for any of you who know who is Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholas.
Someone want to take notes? On
Oh,
the-
right. I gotta write this down.
Yeah, we do.
We only have a few people watching, so someone better take notes.
Somebody, I'm going to take notes, but anybody else who wants to take notes on this, because they're going to have to remember when you guys do the third version of this.
Yeah, this is for the door in Mars, right?
Right.
Three, one,
1, 2,
three,
3, 2,
two.
1.
Someone writing it down?
Yep. 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Is that right?
And that's my iPhone passcode.
So good. This game does predict the future. All right.
AT Machine wrote it in the chat. Thank you, AT Machine. 312 321.
Nice.
You know, I was mentioning to David recently, like, can you imagine Zak McKracken with social media nowadays? Like,
Oh,
wow.
people would get
That
through
would
it in
be
a minute.
crazy. Nice.
That's doctors in. All right. Have we done everything we came here for?
Yeah,
think
well,
so.
no, we have to come back with the yellow crystal so he can train us. I forgot that we had to do that first.
Oh, right. All right. So, Mexico? Where are we?
Well, we already learned how to use the blue crystal, and I think we could probably even do triangle
Peru?
Bermuda.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
the
Peru.
Bermuda Triangle, because we can go meet Elvis and everything too.
Oh my gosh. So what's your suggestion then, Si? Where should we go?
See, this is the best part. We can actually go to different places.
Yeah, let's save
I'm
the
saying,
game.
I'm saying, it's important. That's the first thing we should do.
Wait.
I'm mentioning that. I'm mentioning that mostly because of the money.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna save the game in the middle of a maze and we're gonna never get out of it. Bird sounds. All right.
Wait,
So-
so what didn't make the cut?
Oh, there was probably
We're
just
gonna let it go.
nothing vital. Lots of little throwaways, and because I don't know if David talked about this much in the first one, or in other games that were written using Scum. But the cool thing about Scum was it was like writing a screenplay for a movie. It wasn't like writing computer code. I would actually take home printouts of scripts at night, and while I would work on
Wait a
them,
second.
and
Clickety Go
Yes.
tipped 5 pieces of 8. Hi Daniel. Thanks for the awesome content and inspiring gameplays and interviews.
You're welcome. You should thank David and Matthew for creating the game.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Clickety Go.
But what I was saying is I would take home printouts, and Leslie, my girlfriend, could read it and laugh at the jokes. I mean, this is computer code, right? And so, but it was written, Ron designed the system where it read just like a screenplay for a movie. And you would say character, and there's your dialogue, and then here's your action. And it was beautiful. It was fun to write. And so lots of David and I, while we were writing different scenes in it, would just come up with dialogue and write things, and we would then read them with each other, and things that just didn't make sense, or things that were maybe a little too crude, or were not appropriate for other reasons, would just get cut out. And we did a lot of editing. So it's that sort of stuff, Daniel, that didn't get in. I mean, we kept each other. I found in the best collaborative partnerships in my life have always been with somebody who you can be really honest with somebody who you can tell, yeah, that's brilliant what you came up with, or yeah, that's just ridiculous, and that needs to go.
So what I'm reading between the lines is that Zak McKracken was originally an X-rated, raunchy, dark comedy, and you changed it along the way to this thing.
Yeah, actually, if David's thing, what it really was originally was this very sort of serious look at this idea of visitors, aliens from other planets visiting Earth. I mean, and it got turned from that into this sort of fun, ridiculous, game that it ended up being. Where are we going? We have a choice of Kathmandu or Cairo. I don't even know where we are. Where are we? I forgot. We're still in Africa, right?
Yeah, I think we have to help from the chat, but I think we have to go to get the other shot, yellow crystal.
Okay, so that's Mexico, right? Well, I don't know. The first shard Annie had, right?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
So where's the other one?
So what's the easiest way to get to Mexico? Probably through Cairo. Definitely not.
The easiest way is to save the game and then go places, and then backtrack in case we're wrong.
Well, I'm pretty sure flying to Cairo is going to be better than flying to Nepal to get to Mexico.
So ATMs can't get to the yellow crystal without getting into the Mars face, and that's because. So that means the co-eds have to open the Mars face.
Oh, we had an enjoyable flight. All right, so
Yay us.
well, how do we get the girls there?
Can you switch? What happens?
Are they there yet? Where are they?
Yeah, they're there.
Oh, well, let's get them into the Mars face. Oh, it's our first visit to Mars.
Yeah, with the Imperial Marsh of Zak McKracken.
This is the Holst music. Nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, that line's a little dated, but I guess.
Hi, Dragoon.
All right.
So you guys predicted the stupidity epidemic aliens,
Oh, yeah.
and the crystals on Mars. Because if you remember back in the height of COVID, like they announced that they found aliens and no one cared because we were too busy quarantining.
Oh, I
I
seem
don't
to
even
remember that.
that. No, I don't even remember the alien part.
Yeah, they announced that they found aliens, and no one cared.
We just
All
keep
right.
on living through historical events, Daniel.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah. Our
aliens
generation.
seem to be like the lesser of the evil here.
I'm sick of living through historical events.
Ooh, we can actually listen to. You can
Razor
use
and the Scumettes.
You remember? That's amazing. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
there's
No,
so many
this is
Adventure
one of my favorite
references.
pieces of music.
Wait a sec.
Somebody tipped $10.
Thank you, somebody.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
it's kind of funny though, because I was like, that doesn't sound like the music.
Yeah, I mean, Matthew likes to sample things, but I don't think he sampled X-Files before it aired.
No. Surprised this didn't become a big hit. Well, I guess I have to see her out.
Man, this should be the theme music to our live streams. I forgot how
Good, right?
badass this is, yeah.
A little oxygen.
Should
All
take the boombox.
Oh, do I need the boombox too? Right. Well, don't I have to record something on it first?
Yeah. So do
But
you have
not
to
here,
cover
I
it
think.
Not here.
out here?
No, not
But you
here.
do need.
Oh, Melissa has to do. Will Melissa take it? I'll have her use some oxygen just to make sure she's full. It's always good to have full oxygen when you're walking around Mars. Get the tapes separately.
I mean, who would have thought that the only thing that dates the game is the boombox?
Oh, they're still having a moment.
Open the boombox to get the tape out again.
Oh. All right. Now it's a DAT though. It's not just a regular cassette tape.
Wow.
Oh.
Moffat Reborn
Whoa.
tipped $50.
Thank you, Moffat.
Wow. Awesome.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
Now we can get our own copy of Zak McKracken and stop pirating it. Thank you, Moffat.
I remember I shared an article with David. I think it was last year or something like that. I can't remember that. It said Zak McKracken, but the original boxed whole thing. It was one of the most expensive LucasArts items to find nowadays. Talking like it was very, very expensive. I can't remember how much it was, but it was the most expensive of all LucasArts games.
So, David, do you have a sealed copy of the original Zak McKracken? Are we talking millions?
Oh no, it's like maybe a couple thousand.
It's like $700 or something dollars.
Wait, do we need a screwdriver to get in this plate? How do we get in here and put the fuse in?
You use the cash card. Like, is it screwdriver?
No. ATM machine? I know we need to get in there.
You need a screwdriver substitute.
Was there something in the bus?
Oh, from the monolith. You actually have to take the tram to get to
The token from
to
the
the
monolith.
pyramid.
Oh,
And I think it's somewhere there, I think.
So,
oh, it's maybe the other way. But you need to sweep off this.
No, you can't. You
No,
can't
take-
take the. You
You can
can't
take
get
it
it.
from there.
Sweep it off without going inside and
Oh, but we can get the token.
use the token as a screwdriver.
Got it. Thank you. A token. Yeah. And doing certain things, I remember in some ways there were things like that. A token would come out and you had to remember to go pick it up. And then we decided, oh, that just make that automatic because there's things throughout the game where you could forget things very easily. Yay! And then use the fuse. No. Oh. Crumble to dust. Nice.
Should we get the other co-ed in here so she doesn't not using up her oxygen?
Oh, probably a good idea. Whoop, nope, stay here. Let's switch to Melissa.
Wait, should we save?
No, this is pretty safe.
Yeah.
Just keep
Famous
saying
last words.
All right, let me get them both in and then you can save. Go ahead and save. And this is a good place to be able to come back to.
Wait, so on the C64, you could only have one save game?
No, I think you could have like, I seem to remember there were like slots for maybe 4.
I think you might be able to use a save game on each floppy. So if you just switch disks, you might be able to save. I don't
Or
know.
you could, yeah, you had to use maybe different floppies, your own floppies to put the save game on. So you would have n number because it was as many as you wanted, if I remember.
Yeah.
But
So 80
One
Machine
per
says
disc.
that only,
disc.
yeah.
But you could put in separate discs.
Yeah.
Right. Push. Did you successfully save that? I think you did.
Yeah.
What?
Mhm.
No, don't do that. Push the button. Push the button. Come on. Did you push it? All right. Airlock. Nice.
I love the way you play the game because it seems like you first point at the object and then you choose the verb, while the rest of us choose the verb and then use it on the object.
Ah. Whoop. Green hair. Nice. All right. In she goes. What could that be in the bed? Oh, the ladder. We need that. And I don't know how she's putting that somewhere. Because that is
Point
a
and
big
click,
ladder.
point and click magic. We don't question
It is
that.
definitely.
Collapsible ladder.
All
Folds
right.
up.
Good. Piece of tape. I'm going to need that.
By the way, since I played this game on a monochrome screen, her hair was always green to me.
Oh, well, that's okay. That was a color she liked. We can change it if we want. What color is it going to be? There we go. Well, it's just a brunette. That's kind of boring, but that's all right. All right, and then this other one, open that.
80 Machine says, give the tape to Melissa since only she can wield the boombox.
Yes. Pick up can of gas. I don't need it.
It's for a
It's
For a
different game.
different game.
Funny. All right. So, Broom Alien. I can't pick that up. Where is?
There's a flashlight in the right locker.
I think I got that.
Oh wow. Someone in the chat is saying my mother worked in a photo lab in the 90s, and she did everything trying to copy the protection code, but failed. Then she began copying every line by hand, but also failed.
Oh, Mom, that's so awesome.
That is really
Yeah.
sweet, though.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny that was our copy protection scheme was, how can you not copy this paper in that deep maroon with the black writing that you could barely read?
Mhm.
So how do I wake up the broom alien?
She went to great lengths to pirate the game.
Involving the ladder. Oh, somebody found a bug in this. Anybody know how to wake up the broom alien?
You
While
try
I'm waiting. Do
There's
you
no
know,
talk.
David?
I don't remember. Try.
I'm just
Do
going to
you
keep changing Leslie's hair color.
pushing or pulling it?
Just pick it
You
up.
try-
I just tried pick up, but why didn't it get that? Covers.
Pick up. Okay.
You don't know what's under the covers, but I guess it won't hurt to look. It might.
Try again. There we go.
There we go. Oh. It's the dead alien.
Now you can pick it up, right?
I think so. All
Yeah,
right.
that's true. Aimlessly says the alien will wake up by itself later. I think the alien wakes up when you're at the
Maybe
door
sweep.
using the broom.
Okay.
It just wakes up. Yeah.
Yeah, right after you use it. All right. And then let's give.
So I love the fact that all of Lucasfilm games and LucasArts copy protections were always based on the limitations of technology of the time. So back then, having a color copy was something that was so expensive that it would be cheaper for you to buy the game. And later on, when you had CD burners, then when games started coming out on CDs, then CD burners were so expensive that you thought that it was cheaper to just buy the game instead of buying a CD burner and burning the game.
All right, let's clean up this mess.
So did I do it so that Melissa would not use the broom alien, only Leslie would?
It might be that Melissa was afraid of it.
Wouldn't pick it up?
Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, ATM says that's correct.
Ah,
Solar panels.
yeah. Leslie was pretty bold. She would walk to solar panels. Now we should be able to get on the walk somewhere else, Leslie. There we go. Leslie has a token, but Melissa does not.
We don't need to bring them both, do we?
Oh, to use the door?
Yeah. I mean,
I
to
don't think
go
so at first. You just need the ladder.
All right, so I don't need to bring them both? All right, but I should have an extra token with me, right?
I'm sure if we're wrong, somebody will tell us, but I think no.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't
just-
give Leslie her cash card, but maybe
Enough
or Melissa, maybe I should do that just
Yeah.
so that.
AT Machine says, don't get in the tram.
Don't get in the tram. Oh, okay, thanks. Tell me what to do.
How many tokens do you got?
Oh, I have to read the cash card. Hold on, read. Melissa, good.
1138. There it is.
Oh, and interestingly, the reason she's called Melissa China is because when we were making the game, Ron's girlfriend Melissa was in China.
Wow.
And
Now
did you
Ron's in
notice
New
the
Zealand.
did you notice the 1138 on the cash card?
Was there 1138? That number
If
is
you-
used a lot in this game.
yeah.
All right. Use ladder on door. All right. So what is our 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1?
I don't think you.
Did she push the second one?
No, no, you didn't push the.
No, but didn't push that one. Okay, sorry.
We get to start over now.
Yeah.
Ah, I knew that was going to happen. There was
Let's
too
restart
much
the
pressure.
game.
Too much pressure. Can you save here? Wait.
Yeah, tell me when to save.
Nah, let's get this door open.
Shouldn't feel pressured. It's just a million viewers are watching you at the moment, waiting for your next mistake.
No pressure at all, Daniel. Thanks.
My pleasure.
This is it. This should do it. Yes.
There you go.
Well done.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I love this where they're so teeny. To try to give you a
It
sense of
makes the
scale.
entire place feel so big, all of it.
You're just this little teeny, like 12 pixels here. Not
And the
even.
footsteps have an echo.
Don't forget the ladder.
But,
You need to
oh,
Oh, that's right, for the lamp, yeah.
all right. Go get the ladder. Whoa, she can walk behind that.
Big steps.
Yeah.
Tiny pixels, but big
It's
steps.
Mars, low gravity. You can take these big steps.
Low gravity, big pixels. Mars.
Big pixels. All right. All right. What do I need to do next?
So you need to record the sound of the left globe from on the boombox and then play it back on the broken globe.
The other two, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So you have to put the
Get
tape on
close to the door.
you have to put the tape on the cassette.
Oh, but that's Melissa. I did need Melissa here.
Okay.
All right. Who the heck made this game up? It's crazy.
So placing tape on the cassette is something that today's kids would never understand.
Oh, never figure that out. They
I mean,
would
it's the same with
not-
Thimbleweed Park. I mean, this came out in the 80s, so you'd think that kids in the 80s would know what to do. But Thimbleweed Park came out in 2017, and, you know, people who played it needed to realize that they need to find a phone book in order to find
What's a phone
phone
book?
numbers.
Doesn't exist anymore. It's crazy.
Okay, use boombox with digital audio tape. Great. Now switch to Leslie and put that ladder in the right place. Right. Use pedestal with ladder. All right, get out of the way. And then Melissa has to go up here. Vinyl tape on the table. Yeah, I can see that, Christian. That was a tricky one.
tricky too, because I think a lot of people never knew that there were write protect tabs on audio tapes.
Right. And
So it's like,
the digital audio tape, I assume, had a write protect tab too. We wouldn't have made a mistake like that, right, David?
yeah, but those they had it built in, so you could just flip it.
It was a little
So
slide.
Mhm.
Oh well. Um,
I guess it was broken off because she wanted to keep it from being protected.
Now we're starting to find plot holes in the game.
all right. And now,
So we have to record that though.
right. But it'll do it again while it's open, right?
I think so.
Or just
Maybe.
it's just use boombox with?
Hmm.
That doesn't seem to work. Turn on boombox. Oh,
Here we go.
all right. Now.
Now be quiet because it's recording. Don't talk, guys.
Thank you, people in the chat who are keeping us on track. All right.
Yeah.
Is the boombox recording now?
See,
Stop
boombox.
recording.
Let's see. Wait,
Turn on. Turn
on.
off.
Turn on boombox.
Did you push record before?
Oh yeah, it's now playing it. Yep.
Good.
We can now open doors with our boombox. Woohoo!
So one thing I want to know is when you worked on the puzzles of the Scum games, did you make sure that you use each of the verbs at least once in the game? I mean, did you ever start working on the game and then reach the final stages of production and then, hey, we didn't use turn on. Let's add turn on to whichever puzzle.
I don't remember ever having to. I think we remember we always use each verb.
Yeah,
there
they
a lot of verbs that we could have just say use instead of like open and close and if we wanted to.
Yeah, I think the put on and take off and turn on and turn off were sort of like, do we need them or not? But we have the room for them. Maniac Mansion has less verbs, right?
Yeah, because this one has travel as well.
I think it has the same number of verbs, but they're different ones. I think there are some more redundant ones that we didn't need to do.
Oh,
Or
she doesn't have
the Last Crusade has travel. But with Monkey Island 1, you started out with, the turn on, turn off. And then in the special edition, in the VGA version, you removed and changed to the 9 verbs we all know and love.
Yeah, I know a lot of people love in this game when you get captured by the components and you start losing your verbs. It's sort of the...
ATM says there's a locked verb and a fix instead of put on and take off. Talk to is later.
All right, where are we?
Do you have your maze map?
No. Oh my gosh. Do I really want to do a maze with people watching?
Yep.
How much time do we have left?
We've been waiting for this moment for 40
Daniel?
years.
To make us suffer through it. I'm sure this is something. Let's see. Where's my hint book? All right. We are the Mayan maze. That's not the one I want. These maps. Oh my gosh. These things, this entire layout of the game was all done.
ATM says this isn't really a maze. The left door is the maze. This one you could just walk through.
Oh, thanks. I'm walking.
I'm walking here.
Oh, sweet. All right. Thanks, aimlessly. We need to be guided. I got Leslie's here. She's not.
Aimlessly is guiding us.
I got an Ankh. Is there anything else I need in here? Or I got it all?
What do we use the Ankh for?
Must be something in Egypt. So, and just here's a bit of trivia. I worked on Maniac Mansion, but all I did on Maniac Mansion was design what are called the walk boxes, which is where the characters can walk in a scene. So you had to go in with this tool and draw rectangles all over the floor wherever you wanted someone to walk. And that was my entire contribution to that game.
So, when you go out of the hall, make sure you look like, reminder that we need to look at the big statue that's there. There's information on it that we need for later.
Oh, right. So this is this one over here.
I think to the left. Is it this one? Okay.
That right there. Read. Ah, yes, this shape is important. Is this in what? Can somebody write that down?
You want to take a screenshot?
Yeah, we can take a screenshot with our take a
Oh my
photo
God.
with our phones. You know, like today's kids.
Gosh, that's right. I don't have to draw it all. I took a screenshot. But we're not going to get to where that's useful today, probably. Maybe. All right. And then there's the
So what's
third door. What's the third door? Oh, I don't have the ladder.
You don't need it. You could just play the
Oh, I
blue
can
box
play
again.
Oh, I can bring Melissa up here. You're still in the dark, Melissa? Sorry. Anybody else talk to the characters while they play the game, or is that just me?
I talk to the characters, all of them.
Oh, good. I think that's important. If they answer back is the problem. All right.
Ah,
You,
hopefully not.
well, turn on box.
Sometimes Guybrush would talk back.
At least in your dreams. All right.
So is this the
Is this the maze or is the first door of the maze?
first door of this maze?
We'll soon find out.
The one where the oxygen is located?
All right.
First
Turns
one's the
on-
maze. So good, you guys know the game so well. Who needs a hint book?
Right. The oxygen machine. But we can't do this, right? Zach has to come up and do this. Am I
Should we
correct?
save?
So,
No, this
Sure.
this is the this is this is not the oxygen. Oh, is it? Okay, well, put the Ankh in there.
Oh, okay. Daniel's like nervous. It's like, what's gonna happen? You can go ahead and save, Daniel. That's fine.
Wait, nah.
It's not like in the old days where you had to waste a floppy disk.
I wonder
Okay.
why it's not opening the correct.
Right, the face maze. Oh, did it not open your correct saver?
No. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Let's keep on playing. Hopefully the game won't crash
Oh, great.
or you
Okay.
won't die.
It's not easy to die in this game. It is very, very difficult. I mean, there are ways to get stuck, but it's not easy to die. You have to really work at it. Like jumping out of the biplane without a parachute. Nope. Use Ankh in. Oh, the large key crumbled to dust. Did I screw up? Or taking
No.
off the helmet where there's no oxygen, says aimlessly. Yes, you're correct.
Do you push the button?
Good sound. But oh, right, this isn't the oxygen, this is the guy.
Right.
This is amazing sound design.
Thank you. Um,
In the loop.
yeah.
So I was thinking about how hard it was to write complete sentences in 80 characters. And you couldn't really get verbose because you
I
only had
hadn't
80
even thought
characters.
of that. But yeah, you have
Yeah.
limited area.
Yeah. So we had to be, it was like writing like comic strips or something. We had to just keep it really, really tight. And you don't want to have too many of them consecutively because that would just be boring.
That
So
is
the
true.
scum system was the original Twitter. You had character limitations and you had to be, as concise as possible.
Right.
So I guess we do
All right.
have to go into the maze now, right?
I knew it was coming. So somebody in the chat said I should send Leslie through the maze. Is that because we need the flashlight? And she has it. Wow, this big chamber is really big.
Send Leslie in. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Oh, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Yeah. Thank you for that. In you go, Leslie. All right, I have my maze map here. There's 3 rooms in here. The map room, the 3-door room, and the control room. Let's see if I can find it. All right. And these are all the
Text
color-coded
10
doors
pieces
we go
weight
through.
in excessively.
Thank you, Cyrix.
All right. So if I go in here and then go to the next purple door, that should take me to the 3-door room. Thank goodness for the map. That purple or blue? I guess it's purple. Let's see. Nope.
Nope.
Go back out. I missed the purple one. Is it
Keep
here?
going. If you go to the left.
Oh, okay. It said on the map that it was this way, but maybe the map's wrong.
Oh. Wasn't this the way you were going before? Oh, so you're at the end. Okay.
I'm at the end. So the purple door should be area.
Lady
if I
Machine
made the
says you
map
can
right.
go to the 3-door room until Zach arrives. Go back
Oh,
through the
okay.
blue door and then through a purple door.
To get to the control room. Okay. Thank you all for your help. What would we do without you? All right. Blue door and then a purple door. Is that the purple door? It looks like it is. And that's into the control room. Woohoo! Oh, but I have to bring Melissa here too, right?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to do it together. level of oxygen, and those other things.
Oh yeah, Christian, it was tricky. But that's why you were supposed to buy the hint book. All right. So now they can take their helmets off inside here.
I think so.
Let's try. Do you
Wait
want us to
until
try
you
to
both
save
turn
again?
green.
Okay, did they turn green? I think they did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to save before I take my helmet off?
Yeah, let's save.
Oh, you got to the right place. Excellent.
Different places. 5, 4.
4. All right. Did it save? We think it did. All right. So now I'm outside that purple one. If I want to go to the map room, I go in the blue door.
So we're about to reach the 2-hour mark. I forgot to ask you before the live stream if you have to leave at 2 p.m. sharp or if you can stay for a little longer.
I can stay for a little longer.
Okay, so 2:10, 2:15.
Sure. If we want to wrap up somewhere more satisfying. It's the map room.
David, Sai, are you okay with this?
Mhm.
Awesome.
I depending on how
Just a little bit longer. But or maybe we've gotten to a good place.
yeah,
Um,
let's get to a good place so we can actually like save it.
It's 1
Maybe
o'clock
come back.
here. It's 1 p.m. here.
Cannot
Oh,
believe
1
it's been
p.m.,
2
sorry.
hours though.
I'm used
Yeah,
to
which-
starting the live stream at noon and then finishing it at 2 p.m. That's why I'm saying 2 p.m. I'm talking about 1 p.m. So
well, at least you can
1:15.
take off her helmet. To
What is
1:15.
the
There we go. That's good color in this room.
I'm going to see what the maps were.
What are we supposed to do in the map room, David?
Let's look at the symbol under the Sphinx.
Aha.
Ew.
There's
We need that at the Sphinx. All right.
And is there anything on the map itself you have to read?
Those are all the
Oh,
places we travel to.
Yeah. Can you read it?
Let's see. Looks like a map of ancient Earth. Ooh, what's this strange island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean? What could that be?
So these are all the teleport spots, right?
Right. Let's see. Where's Melissa? Let's go take her helmet off so she's not wasting oxygen. Oh, there it's off.
Did you guys keep any statistics regarding what part in the game had most people calling to get the solution for? Like, was it the maze? Was it Mars? Was it something else?
I don't know.
I'm sure if you ask any of the people who handled those questions, they could probably tell you, but I don't think we ever talked about it afterwards.
Yeah.
About Zak McKracken in general. We didn't talk about it.
No, we never discussed it again. I think it kept a few people employed for a year answering phones and selling hip books. But yeah, we moved on to other things after this. So where should we go? Should we bring Leslie out here and she and Melissa can hang out together so they're not lonely? Is there anything else we needed to do in the map room besides get those markings under the Sphinx?
I
don't think so.
Zach needs the markings to get the Mars map and the Sphinx.
Okay.
I think we can flip back to Zach at this point.
Okay. I'm going to bring, can I get her out of here or should we just leave her stuck in here? Let's see, if I walk through, I might take her out. It just seems rude to just leave her in there, right?
all the way left, it says.
All the way left. Whoop, out the blue door. Or I can go this way, out the yellow door. There's a yellow door down here, according to my map. There it is. And then walk all the way to the end, and that should take us out.
Maybe you should have bought the hint book to the hint book.
And we are back. Go hang with your friend. There we go. All right. All right, and switch to Zach. See where did we leave him? Oh, he's in Cairo. All right. Well, it is 1 o'clock. Maybe this is a good time to call it, Daniel.
Okay. Let's call it today. Let's save the game. That's the most important
definitely
part.
do that.
Saving
That
the game
so
is the most important part of any game. Sierra or otherwise.
Don't forget to save, says ATM Machine. Thank you so much, people in the chat,
Yeah.
for your help getting through this. We could not have done it without you.
Christian, I'm surprised anyone dared to call the hit line in fear of the 60 hertz humming sound.
Oh,
Without-
funny.
we would play that if you didn't pay for the hint call. If you ran
Yeah.
out of money.
Yep. Oh, once you dial the 900 number, it just charged you. And every minute it charged you. So it took a while to find the answers on the hint line sometimes.
Yeah, like I
Um,
said, our parents remember it pretty fondly. They remember the phone bill after talking to the LucasArts.
Oh, yeah,
Lucasfilm hint line.
absolutely.
Okay, guys,
So-
first of all, thank you very much for joining me for this live stream, the second live stream of us playing Zak McKracken. And Matthew, I still need to, we still need to schedule an actual conversation, because usually I'm doing these live stream after I had the conversation. And so,
What is
Okay.
that? Oh, he's
Wait.
just there.
He's
remove,
trying-
remove the
he's
green,
like-
remove the virtual background, David.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I would really enjoy that, Daniel. So let's set that up. That would be a pleasure. And I don't know if anybody is interested, but I did mention that there was sheet music to all the music in here. I'm going to put the links to that.
And now that David removed the green background, we can see the amazing cutouts he has from Return
Return
to
to
Monkey Island.
That's so cool.
I mean, so all you have to do in order to get these cutouts is to actually work on the game. Sounds like a pretty sweet deal.
You know,
Uh,
somebody was actually asking me on Mastodon if you guys still had your glasses with the Mistage and stuff. Do you, Matthew?
New
Well, David
version
had his
came-
because he
I know
he had-
David does. I think David showed it in the last stream, but
oh, he even got Elaine. Wow.
he's just showing off all the good stuff right now.
Yeah. Well, in the re-release that came out recently, the mustache isn't so good. It just looks like stains on my teeth. But yes, we got the glasses back.
There you go.
I need the cowboy hat that I'm wearing in the picture on the back of the box to complete the look. But thank you,
Now
Daniel,
we're
so much
talking.
for inviting me to be part of this. This was fun and a little not too frustrating. I wish originally playing the game, everybody had a chat that they could just look at with lots of people helping with the answers.
Yeah.
Because that's awesome.
That's the exact experience we had in the 80s.
Yeah,
Playing
it
with
was,
four
it
other
was.
people and having it streamed to about 40 others watching live.
I think the experience is more like, oh, I'm stuck. Let me call Lucasfilm chat line, or at that point, Lucasfilm Games chat line, and ask them what the answer is. But thank you. This was really fun. And I look forward to talking to you again.
So what, 6 months from now we continue?
No, it's 10 months.
10 months. Awesome. By then, I'm actually planning on replaying the game with my 10-year-old. So hopefully we'll finish it by then, and I'll be able to whip right through this.
Okay, so my goal is to have the next live stream as early as possible so that you wouldn't play the game, so that you wouldn't know how to solve all of the puzzles.
Oh, okay. So I look like, yeah, I've forgotten it all, which I have. It was a long time ago.
I need you as clueless as possible. We can't have you knowing the ins
Fine,
and outs of the
fine.
game.
I will stay clueless just for you, Daniel.
So thank you
Oh.
guys. It was such a pleasure playing Zak McKracken with you again, David
It was
and
lovely
Sai.
hanging out with you guys today. Thank you for
And
You
having
too,
me.
Sarah.
It was a pleasure
you, Sai.
playing with you as well, Matthew. And Matthew will be in touch about our future conversation. And thank you everyone for watching and donating. And I'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.